My name is Ruth Flynn and I'm a visual artist. I live in Tramore in County Waterford. I'm a studio artist here in Goma Gallery of Modern Art and I've been here for the past 5 years. I studied in Waterford Institute of Technology where I did my degree in visual art, and I went on to do my master's by research through performance art. Originally, I have great interest in painting and photography, and when I was in college, we took up performance work. So that I loved performing. I think I've always had as a kid, so this was a great opportunity for me to change the way my artistic career was going. For my master's, I did my master's through live art, and my subject there was synesthesia, which is a crossover of the senses which people can have. For example, if you heard music, you might see colour in your mind's eye. This really fascinated me, so I decided to base my project on that. So I think this has carried on through my work since, and I've always liked to use the idea of the senses, light and dark, colour, sound in all my performances. The lockdown, funnily enough, which I think for everybody, has made everybody a little bit off. And I think it kind of affected my work a little bit we weren't in the gallery space, so I was trying to work at home. And I felt I didn't have much inspiration there. You weren't working with the artists here, you didn't have the buzz around, so I kind of felt quite isolated. So I suppose I was thinking all the time rather than just creating. And I began to think about the performer being stuck in their environment while still in performance mode, but just halted. So my current work at the moment is to take the performer out of their comfortable environment, stage, circus, wherever they are, and take them into everyday environment, say the beach, the woods, somewhere like that. And my question for that would be, how would we look at that person? When we see that person on stage or in a circus or wherever they are, we think they're this magical creature, this has the makeup on, the costume, and we accept them for what they are, and we accept that character for who they are. If we take that person then, as they are in their character, to a different environment, how do we view them? Do we think of them as strange, or do we accept them in that environment? So that's where my current project has led me. So I'm back in my gallery space now. So I think I'm beginning to get a little bit more creative and starting to work again on some work. A great thing was actually the other day I was out swimming in Newtown Cove in Tramore, and on the diving board I saw this person doing acrobats, balancing, and she was literally doing a yoga pose type thing, which I thought. I spoke to her afterwards. I got this great photograph of her, and she was from the circus that was in town, and she was just practicing there on the diving board, practicing her balancing skills. So that was actually where my ideas actually really came through to real life. So I work a lot in painting as well as performance. For me, the painting is a way to, I suppose, to still my mind a little bit, to concentrate, to think about something else, so it quietens my mind. I usually try to paint my characters or to paint a character, and then I will kind of think of who they are and base a performance around that. At the moment, I want to continue my project of taking the characters into the environment. So I am hoping to get a group of people together, dress them up and take them to different spots, take photographs, and just see where it goes from there. I think for me, when I'm making a performance, I like to involve the audience in the performance. Sometimes with performance art, it can be very in your face, and people can be quite wary of that, and they don't want to go to a performance piece in case they're scared of it or something attacks them or something. I like it to be almost even family friendly, that people find that they can enjoy the experience, they can be part of it and really immerse themselves in it, just get lost in it for that moment in time. So I've had my studio here in Goma for the past 5 years, basically since Goma opened its doors. It's been amazing the amount of different artists that we've had coming by, but we've had a lot of artists that are still in the same space. They have their studios here and have been here for 5 years or so. It's wonderful to see the different types of creativity going on. We have sculptors, we have painters, we have musicians, we have performers, printmakers, and it's really nice to get input on your work from the different artists. You know, they're going to be honest when you show them something. What do you think of this? That they will give you honest feedback. It's great. It's summertime. Before COVID, used to be a hub of activity down in the garden here. We would all have lunch together, coffee, and we'd always be just talking, creating together. Goma has a little bit of a bursary to try and get all the studio artists back working together again, or just to try and create a kind of a buzz among the community. That's the reason why we've decided that we would actually work together on a piece. So at the moment there's about 6 artists together that we have decided that we will work together on something to show in the garden in Goma.